Yes. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Tell a friend. It's like Big Dreams, Many Streams. We back. Stock Institute, Chapter 6, Cybernetics. We're dropping information in spurts. You can like it, share, subscribe it. Throw your hands up. Put your thumbs up like you hitchhiker. You know it. We're going to get it going right where we left off. I do not own the rights to this music piece of the kings and the queen, the Fugees. Lauren, you know how we do. Here we go. It says Frankfurt School, one of the organizations directly linked to the Cybernetics Group, was the Institute for Social Research, or the ISR, not the IRS, but popularly known as Frankfurt School. For example, Paul Lazarfeld, the director of the radio project, was one of the invitees to the Macy conferences. Also on hand was Max Hork, Horkheimer, the head of the Frankfurt School, famous for his work in critical theory. Quote, in May 1944, the American Jewish Committee established a department of scientific research, which was headed by Frankfurt School director Max Horkheimer. Horkheimer established a project called Studies in Prejudice with generous funding from the AJC and other agencies, including the Rockefeller Foundation. Quote, the most significant of the five studies in prejudice produced for the AJC during the 1944-1950 was the authoritarian, personality. Authors Adorno, Else, Elsie Franco Brunswick, Levinson, and Sanford assembled a large research team from the Berkeley Public Opinion Study and the International Institute of Social Research to conduct thousands of interviews of Americans to profile their allegedly deep-seated tendencies toward authoritarianism, prejudice, and anti-Semitism. Dr. William Morrow, the leading protege of Dr. Kurt Lewin, who was one key bridge figure between the Frankfurt School and the Tavistock Institute, was a research director for the Authoritarian Project, Personality Project, end quote. The authors of the Authoritarian Personality let it all hang out in the concluding chapter of the book, in which they summarized their findings and spelled out their recipe for social transformation. Quote, it seems obvious that the modification of the potentiality, the potentially fascist structure cannot be achieved by psychological means alone. The task is comparable to that of eliminating neurosis or delinquency or nationalism from the world. These are products of the total organization of society and are to be changed only as that society is changed. It is not for the psychologist to say how such changes are to be brought about. The problem is one which requires the effort of all social scientists. All that we would insist upon is that the councils or the round tables where, where the problem is considered and action planned, the psychologist should have a voice. We believe that the scientific understanding of society must include an understanding of what it does to people, and that it is possible to have social reforms, even broad and sweeping ones, which, though desirable in their own right, would not necessarily change the structure of the prejudiced personality. For the fascist potential to change or even to be held in check, there must be an increase in people's capacity to see themselves and to be themselves. This cannot be achieved by the manipulation of people. However well grounded in modern psychology the devices of manipulation might be, it is here that psychology may play its most important role. Techniques for overcoming resistance, developed mainly in the field of individual psychotherapy, can be improved and adapted for use with groups and even for use on a mass scale. End quote. The authors conclude with this mode that appeal to emotion belongs to those who strive in the direction of fascism, while democratic propaganda must limit itself to reason and restraint. If fascism, eros, belongs mainly to democracy. End quote. So you see what they try to do? They try to put it, they try to dress it up, and then they put a cute, pretty little face of makeup on it, and it's the same bullshit. Yeah. You just gotta dig deeper, go below the surface. We're gonna end it right there. Cybernetics, we're getting through it. We almost done with this book. I appreciate y'all for staying with me first. Peace and love, all black everything. Thinkers flight, big things when exchange, y'all coming back and coming back. Right where we left off. Peace and love.